What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I am your warden, Dimitri Shrine, and today, if you hear any birds in the background, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm just now recording this video. I hate my life. But some new stuff has dropped today. We've got two events. Well, actually, we've got like three, technically. And the Zenkai for the transforming Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Super Broly movie Gogeta. That's one hell of a title. Just say that out loud. Zenkai Dragon Ball Super Broly transforming Super Saiyan Gogeta. I suppose you could change the order up a little bit, but yeah. That's a mouthful. But anyway, before we get into Gogeta, let's just talk about the events real quick. So they're not like anything crazy or anything. It's the same type of events that I usually are like, it's content, a bit boring, but it's content. I can't complain about it. So this is the one where you get the platinum equip. This platinum equip is actually really good. Honestly, I'm more excited to try it out on Zenkai Blue Cooler than I am on Gogeta, because I'm not going to Zenkai Gogeta. Shoutouts to the man Virgil, by the way, for going through the pain. Like, I was in his stream literally minutes before I started recording this, and he's been going through the pain. This Gogeta is just not all that great. I know I said I'd wait to talk about Gogeta, but you know what? Screw the system. We're going to talk about him now. So, transforming Gogeta, right? I feel like at 14 stars, I completely maxed out Zenkai 7 14 stars. He's not bad. However, where the hell is the fusion? There it is. However, he's just, at 9 stars, he just underperforms. Like, honestly, I'll admit, I was wrong about the video earlier today at around, like, what was it, 1:30 it went up, 1:30 a.m. When I said Gogeta was going to be one of the best Zenkais in the game. I genuinely thought he was going to be one of the best just off his stats alone. Because we take a look at him at 14 stars, I mean, like 304k blast attack, 191 on the defenses, 191k strike attack, 2.7 million health. Like, he has some of the highest stats in the game. He might be number 3. Like, honestly, I think he's number 3 for the highest stats in the game, behind LF Piccolo and LF Namek Goku. And his stats look busted, but his abilities just don't really stack up, right? People think that stats are everything, when in reality, no, not really. There are units with far lower stats that perform much better than this Gogeta did. Like, Android 18. Android 18 stats, Zenkai 18, aren't like ridiculous, especially like when compared to this. Like, you look at this, 304,000 blast attack. That's his main attacking type, and both defenses are in the 190k range. But then you look at Android 18, right? Her stats, her highest offensive stat is 183k. That is almost 20,000 lower than Gogeta's primary attacking stat, and her defenses are so much lower than Gogeta's, it's honestly hilarious. However, her kit is much better than Gogeta's. So Gogeta's biggest problem is that he really wants to ramp up a lot. Let me see if I can just find him here. There he is. He really wants to ramp up a lot before actually doing any real damage. And the problem with that is, like, units today that need to ramp up need to be able to ramp up quickly. Like LF Corrupted Zamasu. He needs to ramp up, but he does it very quickly. So after just one combo, you bring Zamasu back in. Like, you do one combo, you swap him out, you bring him back in, and he's doing mad damage. This Gogeta, however, not only is he only getting 5% blast attack with every Strike or Blast Arts card he uses, he doesn't have card draw speed, and the buffs only last for 10 counts. If they were like 20 count buffs, then it might be okay, because then you realistically could, you know, do a combo with him. If he had both card draw speed and these lasted for 20 counts, you realistically could, you know, do a combo, swap him out, bring him back in, and he's going to be doing a lot of damage. But once you swap him out, when you bring him back, all those buffs are gone. So even if you manage to get a lot of cards in, say you've got a full hand of blast cards, you can probably get about 7 arts cards, 7 or even 8 arts cards in, because charge stepping with blast cards is kind of broken, provided you don't run into a cover change unit that can stop your combo. Like that equates to a lot of buffs, right? And with the stats he has and the damage buffs he does get, 20% blast damage when he enters the battlefield, right there. He's got 40% damage inflicted for 20 timer counts right here. And then his main ability gives him another, well, his other main ability gives him another 30. It's just, I don't know, man. Honestly, that 100% to blast attack, the blast damage probably should have just been a natural thing. Okay, that's a bit much, but yeah, Gogeta just kind of underperformed. It's like, I didn't expect him to be, you know, LF Gohan tier. Looking at his abilities initially, I didn't think he'd be like LF Gohan tier at all. But I definitely thought he'd be in like that upper echelon, you know, where Super Gogeta and LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku are. Not quite the pedestal that 18 and Gohan are on, but like the rung right below it. Like still Z tier, but not, you know, oppressive beyond belief. And he's just not. So my advice to anyone who has not Zenkai'd this Gogeta yet, if you have a high-starred Vegito Blue, and when I say high-starred, my definition of high-starred varies. For LF units, it's far lower than it is for normal units. For normal units, high stars to me is like 11 stars, but for LFs, it's about 7. If you're rocking a 7-star Vegito Blue, like me, honestly, I would just not Zenkai Gogeta, because not only is he not going to be doing that much, he doesn't have much in the ways of sustained damage cut, so he's not going to tank as well as you think he's going to. And Vegito Blue honestly brings more utility to the team, because Vegito Blue has blast armor on the strike cards. His green card cancels attribute upgrades twice and can be comboed off of. His ultimate nullifies special cover change, which only really helps if you're fighting Bojack, because there is no cover change in the game that can stop an ultimate except his. So for some reason, Vegito Blue was specifically designed to kill full power Bojack, even though the movie's team had been dead by that point. They really have a problem with, they have a problem with fixing problems 6 months after they solve themselves. It's so weird. But he gets different buffs depending on the type of unit he's in front of. He's got increased damage against fusion warriors, a decent amount of it as well. He restores ki with the strike cards. He gets 2 strike cards every time he uses one when he enters the battlefield. Like, that can be useful for farming Dragon Balls. It can be useful for wasting sub-count time. He completely gets rid of health restoration for 3 counts, so units that heavily rely on getting a certain percentage of their health back after a combo ends are just completely screwed over by him. It's like Vegito Blue does a lot for the teams that he's on. He nullifies attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions for himself for 15 timer counts when he enters the battlefield. He reduces damage received by 30%, which is already more sustained damage cut than Gogeta has. Admittedly, Gogeta has better stats, so it kind of balances itself out there, but still, he's got the blast card cover change. Vegito Blue is providing so much more to the fusion team that I just don't think Gogeta is worth it. Honestly, like for 7,000 crystals, maybe like if you got like a 2-star Vegito Blue and a 14-star Gogeta, honestly, yeah, you should probably Zenkai Gogeta, or especially if you don't have Vegito Blue at all. But if you're rocking 6, 7, 9, hell, especially if you're rocking a 14-star Vegito Blue, my God, can I have some of your money, please? But other than that, Like, a 14-star Vegito Blue is just strictly better than a 14-star Zenkai 7 transforming Gogeta. So, there's that. I was very much wrong. And obviously, I saw him at Zenkai 6, 9 stars, but I don't think the jump to Zenkai 7 and 14 stars is going to improve his viability too much, because 9 stars is already a very big jump in stats and everything and viability. People seem to think that 9 stars is the highest stat jump. It's actually not. It's 4 stars. 4 stars is the highest stat jump. 9 stars is the second highest. Little fun fact for you. But yeah, 9 stars is the second biggest jump, but obviously the most relevant jump because your stats are already higher by that point. So honestly, the jump from 9 to 14, yeah, it'll help him, but I don't think it's going to help him all that much. Gogeta's only really bringing damage and a little bit of tanking to the team, and he's not really that phenomenal at either of them. So that's that. We do have a 50 battle event over here. I have not unlocked it yet because I haven't done this event yet. I will be doing the event. As I said, I want to try this platinum equipment on Blue Cooler. So that'll be fun. Because I do have Blue Cooler at Zenkai 7 fully maxed out. I've had him there for a long time. You guys should know about that. And I really wish goddamn LF Frieza's platinum equipment would come back, because I don't think it's ever come back a single time. And when it came out initially, I never grinded it because I didn't have LF Frieza at the time. And I wasn't going to grind and equip for a unit that I don't have. But then I did pull LF Frieza, but since I only have him at 4 stars, it's just like, just give me a break. Let me get this man's platinum equipment so I can use him. But the last event we have here is the Galactic Petroleum. And I mean, obviously, Galactic Patrol is good. Skip tickets, energy, sparking metals, and then 300 crystals at the end. Always good, always fantastic. Yes, yes, yes from me. But other than that, yeah, I can't really say that I'm too impressed with Gogeta. I need to figure out what team I want to go into PvP with later. Because, like, I've got the girls team here, but I'm not confident in Red Kefla yet because she's only at 3 stars. This LF team I just used for fun at the beginning of the season. It's like, it's really between God Key and Future. Honestly, you guys let me know which team I should go into PvP with today. God Key or Future. Maybe I'll make a video. I mean, you guys have already seen these teams, but maybe I'll try and make it special somehow. Maybe I'll try and go into PvP with no equips. Oh, God. Or like no bench. I just remove 3 of my units. I'm not doing that. Y'all can ask for it in the comments, but I'm not doing it. I don't hate myself that much. PvP is already a frustrating experience. I don't need to make it more frustrating. But yeah, in terms of Gogeta, I'm not that big a fan. In terms of the events we've gotten more events today than we've gotten one day in about an entire year. Nah, the last time we got this many events in one day was the 1000 day celebration, when they did this exact same thing for LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So I'm very much happy about the PvE aspect, and I really wish they would drop more than one thing at a time more often. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it for this video. If you already Zenkai'd Gogeta, don't worry about it. He's not terrible. He'll get the job done. I don't want you to think that you've wasted your crystals. He's not a waste of crystals. He's still viable. I just don't know if he's going to be the unit you want him to be at a high level. Like, if you're someone who stays around, you know, not ranked to like top 20 to 15k, maybe even top 10, you'll probably get away with using him even if he's not at 14 stars. But if you're up there in like the top 1k, he's probably not going to be a great option for you. You're probably just better off using Vegito Blue. So that's going to be it. If y'all enjoyed this video, do make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that join button if you can. It really does help the channel out. Leave a comment. Honestly, comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Comment shit. I almost went this whole video without saying an abundance of curse words. I just noticed that. Ain't that something? But yeah, my hat out. All the links you could ever want are in the description down below, and I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace.